mention in my eyes,
I want to
but
see him and Bray Wyatt as a tag team.
That-
I want. It's gotta happen. It has to happen.
the feud is young, my friends. The feud is young. But as far as best moment of the year, I'm going to go with something that gave me so much entertainment, so much hope for the future, and that is the Mae Young Classic, the entirety of it. Just seeing the sheer amount of not just talent, but also sheer variety in what kind of wrestling styles, gimmicks. Just there was something fresh as opposed to the sheer amount of staleness that we got during most of my wrestling fandom. Like, if you think back to it, most of the time you got maybe a small handful of women who could go and then just a bunch of models they brought in to look pretty. During the Diva Search years, it was just polluted with an endless string of, I'm not Trish Stratus. Now things are better. I'm not going to say the phrase that they're trying to pass off with, but the influx of NXT women made things a heck of a lot better and more interesting for everybody. But it was with this, where like the Cruiserweight Classic last year before it, really showcased a mix of homegrown talent and top names from all around the world that we all wanted to see. Again, it also introduced me on a personal level to the artistic stylings of Toni Storm, but also with other things. Like I really realized that, hey, Lacey Evans is a badass, and I love her gimmick. Piper Niven, awesome alternative, very interesting, love it.
And you've got a bunch of them
Jazzy Gabert again.
And you've got a bunch of them that got signed to NXT.
Yeah,
now
and awesome. So now it gets me excited to see more. We got Kairi Sane back up, and now we've got Shayna Baszler possibly later on opening the door for Ronda Rousey. It makes me very excited and it makes me very happy, and it was just a very, very fun show to watch as it was progressing. I enjoyed it very much, and that has to be my moment of 2017.
All of those are great moments. What I define as my "you're welcome" criteria is something that came out of nowhere that nobody was expecting. I wasn't expecting it. That moment where Kenny Omega is in the ring looking for a challenger, and up on the screen pops Chris Jericho.
A late addition, but I cannot argue with that.
Yeah,
Late addition, but it's the one thing all year where, first of all, it broke the internet. It did. The one time wrestling has been like the top trend on Twitter the entire year. Two of those moments were The Undertaker and Chris Jericho calling out Kenny Omega. And never thought it would happen.
But it did.
Once again, the master of this does it again. Yeah, Chris Jericho calling out Kenny Omega and challenging him to a match at the Tokyo Dome on January 4th takes it for me easily. As soon as that happened, I was like, there's nothing. There's nothing that can top that.
Meltzer's brain is going to explode, mark my words.
yeah. You honestly can't. You can't argue.
If my brain exploded, if my brain exploded,
Meltzer's whole body will explode.
Yeah, there won't be an observer.
Brian Alvarez will call into the Wrestling Observer newsletter alone. Well, it finally happened. Tokyo Dome, something, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho.
His climax will be on belief.
And that card.
His last words were "all the stars," and they exploded.
That exploded.
That card itself. Okay, the double main event. Holy shit!
It's going to be a very great show this year.
And you've got inklings of a showdown afterwards because Jericho and Naito are talking shit to each other the entire time, trying to. Which one's the real main event? They're just sniping. They're just sniping back and forth with each other, and it's like, oh shit, they're building some shit. This could be something. But yeah, the moment when the countdown starts and Fozzy music comes on, and he just his face pops up on the screen. It's like, whoa! and
Did that really just happen?
And that's what I define as a moment of the year. The moment where you go, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. This is going to be awesome.
Well, there it is. Those are our picks and our discussions for all the best and worst moments of the year. So now, as we always do at the end of every show, now we turn it over to...
wait.
Whoa, you got much on more?
Hold up.
Here
We're not done.
challenger.
We're not fully done yet. We can't... Before we close the show, there's one more award. There's one more award that has to be announced.
There's one more Scholly.
There's one more Scholly that needs to be announced here. And that's the first ever Scholar of the Year. Where we add up all of our predictions, all the points that we got on our predictions, to add who is the scholar, who is the Scholar of the Year, and who is that scholar? Me. Yes, I added up all the points, and it was a very close call, but I won this year. Brian, if you don't believe me, go grab my bag. I have all the predictions in my bag, in my little notebook. Go on, bring it.
My first 3 months were horrible. That's all I know.
I just had a rough year in general.
After April, I pretty much figured I was out of the race. I came back a little bit, but...
Oh, no, my notebook's not here. Well,
take my
word for it. Take my word for it.
Do you remember what the score was?
89, 88, 86.
Wow, I really made a comeback.
That's actually closer than I thought.
It was a very, very close. But there's more to it that comes with that Scholar of the Year. And if you'll excuse me, hold on. I'd like to introduce the world to the new Scholars of Wrestling Championship. And because I am the Scholar of the Year, say hello to your first ever Scholars of Wrestling champion. That's right. I'm the champ, baby. I'm the champ. This feels beautiful.
Now,
this is my beautiful belt.
I do have one question here.
Shoot.
Will you be defending that during every prediction show?
No.
Will you be defending it this upcoming prediction show?
No. I am not.
When will you be defending this?
My first title defense? WrestleMania, baby. Woo!
Because we made a rule. And what is that rule, Scholly?
No matter what happens, no matter what's going on, whoever's the champion, the championship has to be defended at WrestleMania and SummerSlam. The rest of the rules will be posted later on our Facebook page, but for SummerSlam and WrestleMania, this title will be defended no matter what. It's not an option. The title will be defended. But until then, I'm just going to keep milking in that I'm the champion, baby.
Because he knows he's going to lose it at WrestleMania.
This is my belt.
Milk it all he's got.
This is mine. My title. See this beautiful piece of plastic? This is mine. I am the champ, baby. I am the champ.
For now.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to go stroll off with my championship title and just keep milking that I'm the champion right now. Thank you. The champ is done here. The champ is done. These peasants are done. I'm done with these two. I'm done with these two peasants. I am walking out. You know where to find my. You know where to follow me on Twitter, the Avataric. You know where to find us on our Facebook and all that. He'll do the closings.
Yes.
I'm the champ. I'm just walking out. Bye, guys. I'm the best around. Nothing's gonna ever bring me down.
So yeah, while that happened, now we're turning the conversation over to you. What were the best and worst moments of the year? Do you agree with some of our opinions or do you not? Is he a complete and total blowhard? We want to know.
Not just a blowhard. I'm the champ, baby.
Are you a champ blowhard? Whatever.
Oh, I am the best.
Either so, like we were alluding to before, get in contact with us through any number of means. If you're watching us on YouTube, first of all, thank you for joining us. And give us a thumbs up if you like what you hear, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can also check us out on Facebook. Just run a search for the Scholars of Wrestling Show and look for our lovely faces. And of course, if you want to join a more live conversation, you can also check us out on Twitter. You already heard where you can find this guy.
The Avatar.
Brian, where can they find you?
You can find me at Atomic Beanpole.
And you can find me at I'm Robbie Rage. Join us for all the conversations, especially as we go into what is going to be the Royal Rumble season, which is going to be, it's going to be huge. We've got lots of good things
Especially
in the
with
works.
this women's one. Yeah, it's going to be a very big Royal Rumble game this year.
Ooh, and more details about that will be discussed in the coming weeks. But for now, if you've been listening to us all this time, first of all, thank you for joining us. Thank you for making 2017 so much fun to be a part of this show. Why? Because we are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Okay.
for 2017. See you all in 2018.
Now I'm definitely leaving you peasants. I'm leaving you to be peasants somewhere else while I continue being the champion.
If you're going to
Thank
be
you.
a
Well,
champion,
fine, be
you need
that.
to learn to speak better.
The champion does not
Sentences
need
are
to-
your friend.
Arrivederci, baby.
Champ.
Take us home. Sayonara.
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.